Oh hey, good morning. Well, welcome back to another episode of City Skylines on PS4 console. Our city, Dresdale. It's doing pretty good. We're pushed out our last couple people here. Remember last episode we went ahead and redistrict this to the university style buildings. And we had to make some people move out. They were nice and settled, but we kicked them out. So unfortunately, we got some angry people leaving, but that's okay. They'll come back, and we welcome them with open arms, as we say. So today we're going to go ahead and try and fill in some of this area here with some more residential. We have the demand for it, and then we're going to kind of frame out this area here for our kind of next residential development. Yeah, I think that'll work out pretty good. So let's go ahead and I think we ought to expand here first. That way, while we're drawing these roads, these people will fill in, and then when we're filling this in with people, we can draw these roads in. Kind of work and do two things at once here. So let's grab our dirt road. We'll just kind of like, we'll just bring a curved road down. Why not? Maybe we'll do the curve tool here, so we can find like a decent node. Like maybe this node here. I'll try to hit. Let's see how it looks. So that was right about here. Is that going to interfere with anything? I don't like how it bulges out like that. I kind of want it to be a little bit slightly like curved in. So we'll do the freeform tool. We're just going to go like this, and then maybe do like that. It's a little bit better. Down here. That's not terrible. So I want to put the dorm here. Okay, this is kind of the angle I'm looking for, actually. So maybe we'll do something like this. Is like hit. Yeah, hold on a second. Let's do it like this. So it'll be a little bit easier for me when we start here. Kind of do something like this. Like this. We can hit this right. That's not bad. Something like that. And maybe we'll come instead of this straight piece. Oh, definitely not like that. Not like that either. Like something like that. We can put like our dorm here and here, kind of like border like our entryway into the campus area, and then we'll have like campus stuff back here. And then, you know, by the time we're building our campus, we'll probably be, I think it's 6,500, so whatever milestone that's going to be. Maybe we'll be on like our third tile, kind of working that, and we'll have the space, or maybe we'll have high density by then. We should, I think, because I think high density's come up pretty soon, I hope. I wish it was coming up this milestone, but we get some roads at least, some nice roads. I guess we'll get high density with the university. Yep. Okay. We'll see how that goes. Alright. That looks good, and then I wanted to do like one more road kind of like in here. Maybe this road will just follow this to about here, but we won't connect it there. And then maybe we can just do like something similar, like a little like kind of like follow this road for a second and then say, we changed our mind, we're gonna come back. And we're gonna do something like, you know, this. And if we don't like a little point like that, we can just blow these two up like this. Maybe try something like that. If we don't like that, we can just do this. Oh, that's not exactly what I was thinking. Connect that. Get our little straight tool. I'm just gonna draw like a road here. Draw like a road there, and just kind of blow this piece up. And then maybe do like the curve tool. Like that. It's a little bit like around here. Yeah, you know what? I think that's fine. Yeah, what do you guys think? Would you live there? I think I would move there. Shoot, why not? Put up a couple trees, especially these colorful like bushes and stuff. Definitely would move there. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and, since we're kinda happy, at least I'm kinda happy with that, we'll go ahead and make these actual roads that we want to live on. Not dirt roads. Not to say if you live on a dirt road it's a bad thing. It's just a little bit nicer to live on a paved road, I think. Okay. I don't want to offend my dirt road enthusiasts out there. Alright, we got coverage there, and there, and then we can maybe just pop this down here like this. 440. This wants to be a little, oh, see, it wants to be funny. So right there. Okay. Alright, folks, you are going to be much happier in a minute. So we can fill in the areas that we haven't filled in. And then maybe we'll think about like adding, it's like broken, these two tiles are broken. So what we'll do is just do this. I don't really want like little, tiny houses are okay, you know, and there's a whole actually like show on tiny houses, I think. People really get into that stuff. But I don't know, I don't know if I want them in my, sometimes they're kind of cool. They kind of have like a row like little homes. You know, you can do like things like boom. Do like that, and maybe do like that, right? And then once this fills in, we can do another one. We can even just extend this out all the way. So you like have these like little light homes. And you'll see that in some parts of town. I'm just not a big fan of like the little houses. But we'll see how that looks. We're going to try it. What am I going to do here? I'm going to do like 2 by 2 there. 3 and 2 by 2. That's good. Maybe another like little corner house here. I'll leave that open for now. And we'll do something like 2 by 2 here, and 2 by 2 here, and then maybe we'll fill this in once they're filled in. And we maybe we'll leave our entryway into like development, just like we'll put some line up with some trees. You know, we can put some offices there later or something. Alright, so let's see here. Okay, let's do some zoning down here. These nice blocks here. Boom, 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 boom. I feel like, who was that emerald? Bam, bam, bam. Want some more spices? Bam, bam. Or like Oprah, you need a house, you need a house, you get a house, you get a house. Yeah, everybody gets a house. And let them fill in. And then we'll, and since I really have no idea or have a plan for how I want to build this out and like sketch it out, sometimes I will. You know, especially during work, you know, nobody, instead of working, doing my job, I'm having fun strategizing and planning my city skylines. Don't tell my boss that, they won't be happy. But what I'll sometimes do is take a picture of it with my cell phone, get a piece of paper out, and a little pencil, and I'll just like start sketching in like basic like things I want to do, like where I want major like hubs of transport. You know, like I might take a picture of like this here, and I'll go ahead and draw the big road in. I'm like, oh, you know, I kind of want these roads to lay out. I got the railroad here. What do I want to do? I didn't do that today, but you know, sometimes it's nice to kind of plan ahead. And then right now, like we're winging it. Nope, this is how you delete trees. I think I showed it in another episode before. You select the tree tool, like the planting tree tool. I go to max just so you can see the circle a little easier. It doesn't really matter. I think maybe it deletes more trees. And then you just hit square, and the trees go bye-bye. And the trees go bye-bye. And we know we're going to do residential here now, so we can get rid of that. As for a park, we might put a little, we'll put a little city park here with like some biking. Do like almost like an express bike type of run from like our residential or commercial area. And maybe we'll put some of the park assets in here. We'll like bring that, extend that, because we left a big gap here, I believe. So we'll extend the park. Well, maybe we'll drop down like a gate right at that intersection. I don't know, because we do want to expand that here, that's why I put that 4-lane road. But maybe that was a mistake. We'll see. This is how things can change so quickly. Maybe we'll put a gate down wherever that 4-lane road comes up to. Because maybe we'll have like just like another road here. We'll bring like the park in here, and like maybe in the back here. And then we can do like a little bridge, express run, all the way down like into here. So that way people who live here will be encouraged to bike actually all the way into this like section of the rest of the commercial area. And same thing here. Maybe we'll do some kind of something here. Maybe we'll put some buses in. We just don't really have the need for buses. We don't have any traffic. Well, I shouldn't say buses aren't just for traffic. I think I mentioned it before as well. They're great for raising building levels because they're cheap, and you can just run like a one bus route and get your land value up because people like services. I think we're just going to smooth this out. Maybe we'll use this tool. And we'll make it nice and big and bright. I'm just going to say bye-bye, little hill. It was nice seeing you, but we like flatter land. But I kind of want to keep some terrain, because it can get kind of boring just like building on flat land, although it's very efficient and easy to do. But sometimes we want like a little, once again, things like this, you could put a little park here, and I can have a little couple assets, you know, like the plaza or something on top of the hill, doing a little national reserve back here with the water, you know, and all that stuff, and the fishing piers or those little piers, gazebos back there. So if you see features like this that are like, I don't know if I want to build on it, just go ahead and make it like a park or something. I mean, of course, that means you have to have the park DLC to do that. I mean, you could plop just a regular park down there too. So I think they'll take the shape. I think they're like cemeteries and like landfills. I mean, they take the shape for the most part, not like perfectly, of the land that they occupy. There you go. Maybe we'll just flatten this down a little bit. Yeah, that's good enough, I guess. So you can spend hours doing stuff like this. Or you can never do it at all if you don't like to do it. That's up to you guys. So it just depends on how you want your city to look. Alright. That's good enough. Stuff like that I can do off camera, as they say. That way you're not watching me just... Unless you guys want to see training. But I mean... I don't know how beneficial it is. Alright, nice big road right around this. Looking like it's not too bad. Do I want to build right up on the water? I kind of want to build a little bit more like... I'm trying to follow like the curve here. Not quite enough. Can we stretch it out? Oh, we're so close. I just gotta like come up a little bit more, like an angle like that. Alright, that's looking kind of like what we had before, so what do we do all this for? I can just do like this. I just want to get a nice smooth road here. Alright, we'll try it just one more time. So we get this right. That's actually not too bad. Come on, just grow a little bit. Oh, there you are. Oh, let's get it like that. Oh, I'm having trouble with the angle when I'm looking at the screen here. Good enough. We spend all day doing this. So there's that. We're gonna need to turn. Of course, we want to turn our road. So maybe we'll do something like this. Well, that didn't work out too bad. And we'll get around our rail here. We'll follow the rail. Maybe we'll do like something like we'll leave like here, or do we want to do like half? So like maybe like here. Maybe we come to about here, and we could like curve this tool in. Maybe we'll hit something on this line. We'll square up to here. Something like that. And we'll connect these two. The curve tool. Mr. Curve Tool. Help me out here. Thank you, buddy. Could do that. We could just delete that and not, and maybe we will. Just delete like this piece here. And do like we did before. And we just won't go as far up. So maybe we'll like stop here. Stop there. Oh, well, that's what happens when you go a little big. Like, oh, darn. That's okay. That's a little bit better. Yeah, I mean, I think that's okay. It's kind of like our first main road. Or, not main road, but that'll be like our bordering road. Sometimes they're nice to make like the avenue. I like the avenue. It's a 2-lane wide roads as wide as these like 4-lane and 6-lane roads. And they're really nice to kind of border things, or if an area of kind of like lighter, or even actually dense zoning that you want to look really nice. You're not really sure if you're going to put major transportation in at that point. You're going to see kind of like how the traffic flows and the city grows, because that way later on, if you do want to put like a tram line or a monorail line, you can, like, the road's wide enough to use those roads, the tram road, a 4-lane tram road, this road here, or I don't think we have monorail available, but there's a 4-lane monorail road, and also the monorail station with the road fits on a 4-lane road, so that we don't have to like blow up a lot of stuff. Like the road's already kind of like the size it needs to be for those assets, but then it also serves the function of looking nice and being a 2-lane road, you know, in the beginning, in case you just don't end up doing it. Yep. All right. Okay. Oh, we're going bananas again, my friends. Going coconuts too. Coconuts are pretty good. My wife wasn't really big into coconuts until, or like coconut flavored things until recently. Surprised. I like coconut. Alright, let's go with, so how else do we want to develop this? How are we doing with our people? Are you moving in? Are people happy? Let's see how that looked. Oh, they don't want to move here. Oh, that's kind of odd. They're like, I don't want to move into those small houses either. I don't want to live there. It's like, well, why not? I don't know. Maybe the tiles are broken. Like they actually like, oh, well, this one I zoned isn't touching that, so that's definitely not going to get zoned. Nice drive, buddy. You gotta actually be on the ground. See how it's not on that, on the left side road. It's on this road. Okay. So let's put a couple houses over here. We want power. to make it, right? So we need to do something like a little corner house again here, and then something like a 4x4, make it a big house. Something like that. Let those folks come in. He moved in. Oh, yeah, these people don't want to move in. Oh, let's see. Try redoing it. Oh, and we'll have to put something else there. Maybe redraw the road. I don't know. Or we can kind of get rid of it. Ooh, gotta be careful. I think I warned about that one time too. Careful when you're like this, because you might blow up a quarter of your city on accident. Okay, more roads. So that's our like outer boundary road, and maybe we'll do like some roads that kind of like follow this curve here, and we'll leave like 2 tiles. So it's 1 gap, 2 gaps between them. I think we just drew this with 1 shot, so it should be nice and easy to draw. And it is. Maybe we'll do another road like that. Why not? I see now we're getting goofy snapping points, but that should be about right. We can actually, this looks like this will connect. So let's go ahead. Oh, yay! What did we get today? Tourism specialty, so maybe we'll do that. Alright, we'll put some of that down. Encourage biking. Yep, we can do that. That's a good one to have. I don't know why. Can't think of a reason why you wouldn't want to put that on. And maybe you guys have a reason. Put it in the comments below. It's a freebie, and it just encourages people to bike, and it really makes those bike roads popular. Boost connections. I tried it on the last city because I had the money. It's like 10 grand for like a 20 or 25% boost to all connections. I don't know. I think if we do it on this city, what we'll do is we'll go into, maybe we'll take a snapshot of our budget, or we'll look at like our tourists or something, maybe the tourist income, and see like how much we're getting from tourism and our budget stuff. And then we'll plop down, or we'll put that on and see if like that goes up by more than 10 grand. If it doesn't, maybe it's just never worth it. I don't know. I just feel like it didn't do much, but just spend money. And honestly, that's how I feel about airports. I put down an international airport. I had a really nice airport area. The regular airport does okay, and maybe it's just the map I was on. They don't like to fly in the winter, but it just seemed like it. Like I think the regular airport's not that expensive. It's a couple grand a week. The international one I think is like 8, and I was getting like planes, very few planes. So at first I was like, "Oh, is it like something I did with the airport?" And it's, I don't know, they're not coming. And then I saw some planes coming. So it's like, okay. And I had the other airport kind of like on the other side of the highway. Like I had the 2 airports kind of near each other with some transportation hub stuff, bringing everybody kind of all over the city. So I had like a lot of access to transportation to my network, and so it wasn't like a lack of like connections. And I just saw like I'd see like 1 or 2 planes coming in at like nighttime. Like, what do you only fly at night or what? A couple, maybe 1 or 2 in a day, not even fully loaded. So I blew it up. I put down the aviation, whatever, it's like the leisure item. The aviation item comes with the Sunset Harbor. Because I had the area, I was like, well that's kind of airporty, and that's at least like a tourist spot, so. And I didn't notice it. Alright, what else are we getting? I never used bus stations. Maybe somebody who uses bus stations can, or maybe we'll try it in the city. I just never used the bus hub. I don't know. It's good for like a hub and spoke type system. I can visualize the concept why you would use it, but I just never really have like a central location I want to put that and then run a bunch of buses to. Maybe we can put it down here. I don't know. Well, our stuff's gonna burn down now. So we have now fire a helicopter depot, which means they'll now set our parks on fire, and we're not gonna build them because all we have is that nature reserve park, and those assets are cheap. You know, tents like I think it's like $1,000 and like $2 a week, something like that, $1.60. And this thing's gonna be like 1,000 something a month or a week. So we'll just replace as they burn, so to speak, until we get a handful of parks, or we start putting down like the zoo and the amusement park, because those assets are pricier to replace. Like I think zoo assets are, you know, in the tens of thousands, or if not like the high single thousands, like 8,000, 10,000, stuff like that. So it makes sense to, in my mind, to, you know, protect them from burning down, because you don't want to replace like your lion zoo, your lion exhibit every few weeks. Instead, just put this down. All right. Oh, we got a geothermal plant. That's not bad. I got some warehouses stuff. Trolleys. I don't know. Let me know how you feel about trolleys. They're buses. They are electrified. I thought they had the same capacity of a normal bus. I think they would make sense if they had double the capacity, or like 50. Somewhere in between the tram and bus, you know, range. But if they had the same capacity as buses, then just put a bus. You don't have to like manipulate the roads, because like trolleys, they need their own like electrified line. So if unless you guys want to go for that feel, then to me they're not really that appealing. I got the fish farm. Oriental market, Oriental market and stuff is from like the noodle restaurant. There's a Japanese like creator pack that came with that ultimate pack I was talking about, I think the last episode or 2 episodes ago. That's where some of these buildings are kind of like, what are these, local registrar's office? Oh, it came with, that's like there was some kind of asset pack that was with it. I mean, we'll put a couple down later. They're unique buildings, basically. Medical laboratory experimentation. Excellent. We can develop our own coronavirus cure. Alright. And maybe we'll do some bike lanes and stuff. Yep, I think that's what we're going to do. Bike lanes. We're going to do a little zoning. I want to do some bike lanes, get people to our park gates, and then have them use our park gates to get to places they want to be, generate a little bit more income before we put down buses. And maybe we'll do buses like next episode. It's just don't really need them right now. And then this is the milestone I want to get to. This milestone and probably 2 milestones after that. Here, because this is crematoriums. We need crematoriums. That's like the only thing we need. Everything else is a bonus. Alright, did I want to put anything down right now? Got talking, but then forgot what. Is there anything I actually want to do? Tourism specialization. Yeah, we can do something like that. And the biking policy. We'll put that on. And then we'll finish this roads. As we're doing this and zoning, we'll look at actually creating some bike runs in that first neighborhood. And we'll do some trees for like the noise coming in. I think that'd be nice. I hope people will be happy about that. So policies here. We'll do Parks and Recreation. Sure. Sure. We have money now. It's fine. And we don't have the police budget's not that bad, so I'm sure. Let's see. Post office. I'll probably go on a post office rant later, so we'll save that for later. Courage biking. Yeah, good. These are pretty nice. Old town, heavy traffic ban are good for redirecting trucks that you don't want to drive in a certain area. You don't have to necessarily put it like on a neighborhood. You just put it on like a span of road. Keep going on that road. sometimes you build a road and maybe we create like a shortcut road to get people here, but then they start trucking that way and they start clogging things up and say, nah, you gotta use your truck roads, buddy. Get off my people road. Stay on your truck road. My commuter road. Alright, let's go ahead and build a few more roads while we're letting the game kind of fill in those zones and letting time kind of go by a little bit so we don't get death waves. That's kind of what I'm doing. If you're wondering why I'm not just like zoning in that whole area. Boo-doo-doo-doo. So too bad. Oh, we want the match just line up. Go ahead and just do this. Thank you very much. Do something like this. Too bad. Are you gonna line up with anybody? Maybe you will. I didn't like that. Oh, so I didn't snap to the corner. The end, I should say. Let's do. Can we hit this node instead? Make that a node? Yeah. Or like be the right spacing. Maintain our like double spacing there. The road's gonna have to go like this way. We'll come from here. Right, let's see, because this isn't straight, so maybe we'll actually delete this, and we'll just kind of hit this straight angle. Or can we do something with the curve tool? Because they don't give me the, sometimes they don't give you the dotted lines, and you're like, come on. Why? Because it's like up here. We could do something like this. We'll go back to here. I see, now we got the dotted line. Not funny. You're just a funny man. That'll work. You're just a funny man, aren't you? Like, come from here. Something like this. And we gotta find an entrance in here. Maybe two. I'm thinking. We'll kind of, these are like lining up, aren't they? So let's do a straight road up here. This turned out to be not too bad. What do you guys think? Do you live in this development? I don't know. Maybe we'll do something like this. I wanted an angle, like a harsher angle, but I'm not gonna get it. Oh. That's fine. That'll be our main entryway to our development. Stop lights, no thank you. Oh, we connected some roads down here, yep. That. I had sneaky suspicions. We had some traffic lights. Maybe it's time for a traffic light rant, if I haven't already. So traffic lights don't work in this game. I mean, they could do kind of, but I never use them. I think I have used 2 traffic lights in a year and a half, however many years I've been playing this game. And why don't you use traffic lights? They're so nice. And you can go for like a certain look in an area, and that's cool. So you can kind of do it for non-functional necessary reasons. Actually, we're gonna have to do this. We want a house here because they're like converging. Something like that, like this here. So why don't we use traffic lights? Well, usually when I need a traffic light, it's because everybody's trying to make a left turn because I did something, put something on the left, whatever, however the road network is. They made something very interesting on the left, and it's on a big road, you know, like a 6-lane intersection with a 4-lane, or 6 and 6, or 4 and 4, whatever it may be. It's kind of like a arterial to a collector or arterial road. And everyone on that road wants to go left, and then we have trouble making left turns because there's 3 or 2 lanes of traffic trying to go straight. It's also one of the reasons why, again, I'm doing left-handed road, because the game generated a left turn and straight arrow, so people that want to go straight are in, because they want to make a left 5 miles down the road, you know, on the other side of the planet, and so the game has pushed the straight people into that lane, because maybe the next intersection or 2 is a left that they want to take. So we have straight people, I don't know, that sounds kind of goofy to say it like that, we have people going straight and people turning left in the same lane, with the left-hand turners blocking the straight goers from going straight, because they're having trouble crossing the multiple lanes of traffic. So like, oh, haha, I'll put a traffic light there. Well, that doesn't work. Because all it does is it piles up the people going straight in the opposite direction, and then when the traffic light comes on, people that want to turn left just block those people from going straight, you know, the oncoming traffic, we'll say. I mean, we can do this with our cursor in an intersection so it's a little bit clearer. So envision this is this way, I guess. It's hard because it's a left-hand traffic, so it's confusing what I'm saying. But we'll use this, and just, you'll have to just flip what I say. You know, it's the same but opposite. I say this is a big road. This is a big road. Everybody wants to go over here because the cool stuff's over here. Because we built all our commercial over here, which is bad. But we did it because, you know, we just felt like this is the way life happens sometimes, right? And these left-hand people, and I said right-hand people now, they want to turn right. There's a lot of cars coming this way, right? So, you know, they're just like, what they'll do, they'll like inch, like, come on, let me turn, and this guy will go, and then they'll just like stand there and wave at each other, and they'll have a cup of coffee and start talking, socializing in the middle of the intersection before they start actually moving. And in the meantime, since this is like the straight and turn, and maybe there's some cool stuff that enters this intersection here, this intersection, the game has put all the straight traffic in this lane here. And so they're like want to go straight, and then like you have like 2 or 3 right, you know, just turners here trying to cross traffic, and then they're like, I'll start backing up, all backing up, all the way down to a freaking roundabout. Roundabout starts backing up, all because these people are trying to get into the intersection. They run into these people going straight, and they're having a cup of coffee, hanging out. And then it might be also busy with pedestrians like this walking by, so they have to stop, but they don't want to run over pedestrians, and it's just a mess. She's like, oh, I'll put a traffic light in. Yeah, it doesn't work, because in this game we can't have left turn, the arrows, you know. Where I live, probably where you live, there's traffic lights, and you have a dedicated left-hand turn lane, and then you have a straight, and you can probably make a right on red, at least you can in the state I live in. Some states you can't, but I think most states you can. So you got like, you have like 2 lanes, you know, maybe it's a 1-lane road, you know, 2-lane road, 1 lane for each direction, but we get to like another busier intersection, it widens out, then you have like, it becomes kind of like a 4-lane, then you have a right and a straight, and then you have a left turn with a turn arrow, and that's how it works in real life. The turn arrow turns for both sides, it clears out the turners, you know, maybe it's on for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, whatever it is, and a handful of cars get through, then that turns. Either some places they have like the flashing yellow, so you can like make a left turn, but you have to yield. I think it might be flashing yellow, flashing red. Some people, most places I've ever been, it just goes, you know, to red, and then you can't turn, or it disappears, or whatever. And maybe you lose priority. This depends. Right, but then it goes straight for this straight traffic, and then people just go, and it works. And that's how like real traffic works, but not in this game. You don't get the turn arrow. TMPE, you do. You actually can make the turn arrows, make straight arrows. You can change the timing, so like the turn arrow is like ×1 and the straights ×2. You know, maybe this one isn't as busy going this way, so you can make that ×1. It's busy here, so you make this ×2 or ×3, so the light's longer, greener. You know, not greener, but green longer in this direction. Right. So you have that ability on PC to actually like put in realistic traffic lights. In console, like we're playing now, you just throw them in, they just go however they go. They're the same duration on all directions, so you know this way is the same as this way, which sucks because, you know, like I said, this traffic might be half the traffic of this, so you want this on twice as long, right? That's how it works in real life. They put the little like hose thing on the road and you drive over and it goes click click, right? And there's a little device that's like a counter, and that traffic engineers and planners actually like figure out how many cars are going through the intersection in each direction. They actually probably have algorithms and software, pretty sophisticated stuff to like figure out the timing of lights. You might not feel like it because you're like, man, why is this light like this stupid? But they actually, there's like a science behind it, right? Not in this game. So it's like I said, it's useless. So you turn the traffic light on. People are all waiting here, and they're all waiting here, and then the people are driving. That's cool. But then once this goes, this person here wants to go like this, but then these people, there's like a block of cars now. Now it's like actually kind of worse because you just piled up all these cars, so there's no like gap for him to try and get into. So then he just kind of goes, and then like these guys are like flowing, but then like at some point he gets to about here, he starts blocking traffic here, and then everything starts piling up here. He might start going, maybe not, and then in the meantime everything's blocking up here. A few cars might squirt by here that are going straight, and then within the meantime those cars are just blocking up. So you're like, oh, what do I do? And you put a roundabout in, basically. You can do lane mathematics, you know, but it looks stupid. That's the problem. Like, you know, I think I posted something on the forums. I actually got some downvotes for that. Like, because I was trying to explain the whole left-hand lane thing, and you know, the reply was like, oh, you can just do lane mathematics, watch Biffa videos. And I'm like, yeah, I know lane mathematics, bro. Like, that's not like the point. You know, I don't want to like put like the single lane, the 2-lane avenue right here, and then like have it come out. I mean, you could in like this scenario, but like you have a 6-lane road. You don't want them to go single lane segment, then a 2-lane segment, or 4-lane. 2-lane avenue, 4-lane big road, 6-lane road, and then 2 and 2, 4, 6. It just creates. It'll create once. It'll create like a bunch of crosswalks. Until it just looks like, I don't know, I think it looks retarded. Like there's nowhere in the city where it's just like, you have a big road, it narrows down to 1 lane on each side, then like you drive 100 feet and it's 2 lanes, and you drive another 100 feet, it's 3 lanes, and it's the intersection. And it's, like it doesn't, I mean, maybe there's some places like that in the country, but it's like at least it's not very common because they just use traffic lights at work. So that's my traffic light rant, and why I don't really use traffic lights ever. Most times the game does well enough with, you know, you can throw stop signs here, like on these entering roads, like kind of like make this priority road. Maybe I can show you how to define roads and make priority roads pretty easy. You know, I can show you right now actually. It's really simple. Click on like the name, boom, like that. This little tool here, click on that. That defines the road. So if you like have a road and a name, you're making your avenue, but like maybe this road stopped here, you could do it. You know, you can drag it down. So yeah. Oh, what happened? Maybe can we drag it down? Well, that is, that's being a goofy. Wants to go like around. Well, so we can't. Now we should create 2 roads, Graham and Gray Street. So like now there are 2 roads. So if I were to make this priority, which I think you hit this button here, priority makes all intersections. So I could put like stop signs here or traffic light. I don't know if they'll do a traffic light on the 4-lane road or stop sign. You know, and then if we had like 2-lane roads, like this road here, like if we had that road extend here, put like, it's an easy way to put like stop signs at every like intersection. Like I said, then it gives you like, if you want to rename this street because you want this to be like something else, I don't know, you can like change the road. I don't know how it affects traffic. It might do something with traffic, so it might be worthwhile to extend the roads like if you want. So there we go. Put it back. You know, I hope that helps. I don't really use the tool that much, but it's there. Stephen Street. You know, we say Stephen Street. Look like how far Stephen Street goes, but maybe we don't want Stephen Street to be this Stephen Street, like this all the way around thing. You know, like, I mean, Stephen's cool, but he ain't that cool to have his name on all these roads. You know, like we could just make Stephen Street this road here. You know, let's click it here and say, nah, buddy, we're not doing that. It's stupid. What's gonna go here? That's Stephen Street. And then now we get like, now we have Holmes, our buddy Holmes. Sherlock Holmes Street, right? He's that street. So, you can play around. So then you can kind of like customize the names. Oh, you can rename your name them with this tool. This shows you the traffic flow on the street, going through the street, who it is. And then of course you can go over here and if I don't, you know, sometimes it's busy. So you're like, I don't want to see like city vehicles, or do I want to see how my city vehicle's using it? I don't care about private, so we can unclick that. Who cares about cyclists? Sometimes you want to know what the cyclists are doing, because sometimes they're blocking the heck out of your traffic. You think you're doing a good thing, but you're not. Alright, more people. Probably time to put some more people in. What's their unemployment? 4%. That's like perfect. So we'll do a little bit more. If we get that to 5, that's even better. We'll do something like this. Leave a little gap there. And maybe we'll do something like, I don't know here. I don't like how that looks. I probably shouldn't have put that so far back. But whatever. Oh, well that's that. Let's keep that there, and we're not going to put anything there. Might as well going to put some trees to cover that up. That's what we're going to do. We should have fire. Yep, it's right here. Oh, here they come. Hey, man. And little dude actually comes out. I don't know if you ever actually watch these guys come out. Or gals. Fire person, let's say. You can't tell anyway. Go put down the house. Oh, go rescue my kitty, man. Oh, no problem, man. We got this. That was easy. Alright, thank you very much. Gotta file a claim with my homeowner's insurance. Yep. Okay. Bam. Bam. That's gonna be some nice stuff there. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Alright, get a look at the time. It looks like it's almost been an hour. I just gotta keep an eye on the time because you can record up to an hour, and I don't want to kind of like record and like have it cut me off. So we're doing pretty good. Yeah, we're doing good. I think we're doing all right. I'm a little perplexed by why we have no customers. Maybe we need more commercial. We do have some commercials, man. Let's do that. Let's zone out a little spot here. So maybe along the road here, we'll have a little bit of nightclubs. It's a little noisy. Do we want to do that next to our residential? That's the question. We might have this might be far enough. We might be able to put some trees in here. If we put offices along this road on this side, that'll block. Should block the noise. So we'll try it. We can always make them go away. We have the power. You know, this is our world. Agent Smith. This is our world. This is my world. It only takes over the Matrix. No, third one. I just actually saw online that they're making a fourth one. And we'll do like a block like that. And we'll do it like this. Hey man, come give us some like this one gives you, this is tourism, right? So I think that's the hotels. Yeah, this is like nightclubs and stuff like that. This will give you hotels and like restaurants. Yep, accommodations, restaurants, other activities. That's okay. We'll have bigger buildings on the main road. They're big. They're really big. So we'll see how it looks. It's definitely going to give us height. We can kind of control that by not zoning real big blocks like this block here. This block here will probably be a monster high-rise hotel. But if we want to do something like this, maybe a little corner, see what we get with that here. Maybe this guy here, and then maybe we'll do like a 2x4 here or something. And then maybe if we do a path, we'll keep that open. So we'll do like a 2x4 here, and then like a 3x2 here, like this. And maybe we'll do this. And then, like I said, another something. Oh, I lied. We did a 2x3, and here we already have our first hotel. If we don't like it, we can blow it up. Maybe try and get a like shop or something. But like it likes putting down hotels. It's like souvenirs. Got 2 souvenir shops. I don't want 2 souvenir shops next to each other. What are you doing to me? Is that all you get with a 1x2? Come on, get creative for me here. Don't give me this garbage. I'm sorry if you like souvenir shops. Maybe we'll fill this in. I'm gonna watch it for the next 5 minutes, and then we'll wrap it up. And then when we come back, we'll kind of finish this out. We got 1 entryway in here. Maybe we'll make this a second. And maybe we'll do a third here. Like have this come down like this. And then we'll do a 4-lane road here. We'll do a 2-lane road here. Maybe like a 2-lane road here. Or we can, you know what? We'll just do this. We'll do a 4-lane road straight up and see how bad the traffic gets. If it gets worse, we'll put it here because it's light residential. It's not gonna be a big deal. We'll fill in some of this maybe, or we'll put something else there, like something not unique building, but you know, like parky type. And it looks like we're out of water. We're running out of water, folks. I am thirsty. We can go up to 100, sure. And maybe we'll just go up to 100 here while we're here. The budgets. Do we have time to talk about this? It's less efficient to go over 100% than it is to build another building. So usually I don't go over 100%. I think I did the math on it, and I read some forum posts about some people that also kind of confirmed the same thing. So that's that. Sometimes you don't want to plop down another asset, especially like in schools, to maybe just raise it to like 100, 110, 125, something like that. But you just don't want to be like going in here and like raising them all to like 150, thinking like you're doing an awesome job. Because like really, I mean, you are doing an awesome job and you're an awesome person. So I'm not going to take that away from you or anything. But it's just, it'd be better to plop down a second additional asset than to raise it, unless you just love your city so much, you spend hours and hours detailing it, you just don't want to plop in a second, like elementary school. You just don't want the look. So you're like, I'm just going to raise the budget. That's cool. But I just want to let you know, especially for like newer players, raising your budget up past 100% is less efficient than just putting down an additional asset. But doesn't mean you can't do it. You can put an elementary school every block for all I'll say all I care. It's your city. You do what you want. That's how you look. Go for it. I raised the water. Bro, why are you still unhappy? Okay, you're just taking a minute because he's on the end. That goes back to my whole, I was kind of like, you can build like a network, and then you got people that are always out of water, and like, because these will be like the first, our indicators, right? Because they're like the farthest from our water network. But like I said, if you built like, because they're radial, right? Because it just goes out. But if you like somehow snuck in another pipe in down to here, right down there, now they're like one of the first customers out of the water station. So these people won't be out of water before, like, say, somebody down here. That's how you can kind of like extend your water a little bit. I wonder if it does like help in terms of being more efficient and keeping those little I have no water icons down. Oh, we were down here. Oh, well, that's what we're getting. Well, we got something different here. A cafe. Ah, Club de la Creme. We're gonna say creme instead of cream. Aha, this sounds more fancy. Best Eastern. Ah, is that a Best Western? Funny guys. And we got identical, different colored details here. You can also do, I wonder if you can do the high-rise ban and it would ban these guys from coming on here. And they're automatically, you know, we're gonna try that right now. And they're automatically level 1 or 5, so it doesn't matter. So when you use the high-rise ban on like things that can level up, like your high-density commercial, or your residential, high-density residential stuff, it will prevent them from hitting max level. They'll probably get to like level 3 or 4. The bar will fill up to like the last sliver in 5, but like they'll stop at whatever, probably 3 or maybe even 2, in terms of visual, you know, building. So you don't want to use it for that, because then you don't get to level 5. You don't get your, you know, most, you know, as the buildings level up, they can hold more people, employ more people, and they produce more tax revenue. So you don't want to use really use high rise ban on things like that. I mean, you can, like I said, everything I say you can do whatever you want to do, but it's just going to prevent your buildings from level up. So to get around that, you can just click on, and we'll do it because we'll probably go for a certain look later. One of our like residential neighborhoods, I'll do like the efficiency. I keep forgetting like the actual name. Yeah, I know it's self-sufficient buildings. We'll do like another area of self-sufficient. Maybe we'll even do it here. We'll do self-sufficient here. That's remind me, I do want to do that over here. And it'll be a little tedious, but we'll limit like the zone. When we have the high density, we'll come back. We'll put a couple high density buildings in here, and then we'll do make them historical. So you can go on a building like this, and down here where it says historical building, you just click that, and that'll keep that building, that look. So that building will always stay like that. But it will continue to level, and it will reach the max level. So like get you to the max level while also preserving the look that you want. But it takes your, like, you got to monitor it, and then like, oh well, you go over there and build something, and you forget, and 20 minutes later you come back and it's level 5 because you just have like awesome land value and great services and like these things, and then they get educated because it's close to the school, and they get educated quickly, and it just like shoots through the first 3 levels in like 20 minutes. And you're like, oh shoot. Then you gotta blow it up. Alright, let's try high-rise ban on this. I want to see if that actually works. I don't think I ever tried it on these guys. Do we have high-rise ban? I think that's a city planning thing. Ah, son of a gun. No, it's 9,000. Now, maybe if I remember, we'll come back and do it. In the meantime, you know what? I might just destroy that and put that over here. Because then, like in our commercial area, maybe we're kind of like almost like a centerpiece of our commercial area. Let's just do that. Sorry. I decided that I don't want to do you here. Yeah, goodbye. Bye-bye. We'll just do regular commercial. However it comes in is how it comes in. I don't want you here anymore. I don't care that you don't have employees because you're not going to be here. There. We'll just do that. Maybe we'll extend our organic market stuff down here. Like I said, maybe something like in this block here and here. We'll do that so we got a little bit of height in here. Kind of like it'll look like it kind of goes up in height. And then we'll do like some of the not tourism, the leisure stuff like in here, or in this block here. Alright, well I think we got some things done. Got some zoning done. Got our next development kind of framed out. Just got to fill in a couple roads here. And maybe do a couple cross streets here. Get a little better connectivity for our services and so they can get better range.